Evening, everyone. It's about 5:25, and this is your closing comment for Wednesday, the 6th, and it is video number 967. Okay, so I'm not going to go into a lot of stocks here, only because I really wasn't that impressed with most of them. When you have a stock like Apple that's been down as strongly as it has, and it goes up $1, I realize it closed $2.50 or $3 off its low, and that is somewhat impressive. But when you have more stocks down than up, it's difficult for me to get particularly excited, especially at these levels. So the market, which was down as much as about 300, finished up 102, which is 0.3%. As I said, it was 8 to 7 down in advanced declines. The NASDAQ, which has really gotten pounded, managed to go up 68, or under 0.5%. And advanced declines there, 13 to 8 to the downside. Volume was a little bit higher today than yesterday, but only about 5%. The S&P up 1738. This actually was a little bit more impressive, even though it was only 0.4%, because it was down almost 50. And being a little bit more representative and not so heavily weighted by, let's say, the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100 group helping the NASDAQ, the S&P is 500 stocks, and they were not bad. Unfortunately, we were down in the Russell, which is not really surprising because higher interest rates definitely are negative. So it was the only loser, and it was down 0.6%. And again, for the second day running, the Dow Jones Transportations up 85.75, or 0.6%, were the biggest gainers. The VIX was very little changed. It was down 30 cents at 21 even. That's still comfortably above that 1920 area where we generally see it fall right through. The biggest weakness in all of the sectors was clearly energy. And energy got weak. It is the chart that's on the screen, the oil. Energy got weak on the build in supplies. That was not expected. It was expected to be a draw. And as you can see, the oil closed down $1.50 today, and much closer to the low than the high. It actually made a new contract recovery high at 79.78. What's different than all of these moves in the oil is that all of these moves were on the upside and closed at or near the high, except this one. In order to find something else that looks like that, all we have to do is go back here to the high at 76.98 right before July 4th, and took less than 10 days to get to 65, and then it made a lower high, and then spent the better part of a month going down to just under 62 before starting up. I don't think that we're going to see that kind of a decline, but we could easily come into this 72.5 to 74 area for a reasonable pullback. The gold was higher, but only by 90 cents, but this morning it was down hard. It made a lower high than yesterday and a lower low, but as I said, it closed much closer to the high than the low, and actually up on the day. This is very constructive, and clearly the 5-day will cross on any kind of an upward movement. The 5-day will cross the 20 to the upside tomorrow. For this, we are in the GDX calls. I think we paid 48 for them, and I think today they closed 63 or 64 cents. Silver, the same thing. It was up. Bitcoin was the big winner again today. And I was talking about I'd like to see, up 500, down 500, as long as it stayed in this area. And as far as confirmation goes, we went right through that 53,000 high, traded as high as 55,935, and closed, 90% up on the day. It has, the moving averages have already crossed. We had the dollar up 30 cents and the bonds up about a quarter. As far as some of the little stocks, I'm going to give you a reminder again. There was a stock GROM today. It is trading right now at 542, up $2.09. That's 63%. This stock was reverse split not very long ago, 2 months ago, 1 for 32, which gives it an adjusted high of 97.60. The low recently was $1.71, and it doubled from that one day last week, 342, up 100%. Closed yesterday 333, and today traded as high as 590. When you read the press release, they are a global leader in under 13 content. That's what they say. I'd never heard of the stock, never seen it trade before, but I will remind you that CEI had the same kind of stuff, and yesterday, if you recall, it was down 50%. It was down 19% after that, and today it closed at 90 cents, down 63 cents, another 44%. So if you're going to get involved with these little ones, you better do your homework. Okay, tomorrow we have consumer credit, and because it's Thursday, it's claims day, and that'll give us possibly a little bit more insight into what to expect for Friday. Have a good evening, everyone. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back. Thanks.